Susan Garrett and Recolors have been a part of my dog training life for many years, and I've shared many stories of how they've changed the journey for me and my dogs. Poignant stories, funny stories, and stories packed with action. A funny thing about stories, our lives are shaped by the stories we create for and about ourselves. We live in the stories we create. And there was a time when I lived in a different story. Once upon a time, there was a princess dog trainer and her new puppy. The princess was a good trainer, and she worked hard raising her puppy to be the fairest dog in the land. But something was missing. The dog grew up and wasn't always the fairest dog in the land. Sometimes she didn't listen. Sometimes she wouldn't come. Sometimes she even left the ring in the middle of shows. The people of the kingdom, thinking they were being kind, started to whisper words in the princess's ears. All those words started to build a story around the princess and her dog, a story that was trapping them in despair and stopping them from becoming the fairest in the land. But the princess was lucky enough to meet a dog trainer in shining armor, one that was able to break the barriers of old fairy tales and set dog trainers free. So the princess and her dog played games, and they ran and they laughed, and suddenly those old fairy tales around them disappeared. Suddenly the princess dog trainer and her dog were in a new story, a story without limits. And her dog became fairer and fairer each day, until finally her dog was the fairest in the land. A land the princess renamed Dewland. We can rewrite our stories. We can choose to live in a story with a happy journey and a happily ever after ending. Of course, rewriting our stories can sometimes require help. Our fairy tales and negative comments can surround us and make it hard to find our way to Dewland. Recolors can be your dog trainer in shining armor. Recolors is a lot of things. But I like to think of Recolors as a guide to a better story for us and our dogs. Recolors allows us to open a new blank page and begin a new once upon a time.